problem is that right now I believe that Ron is the better player, and nothing's going to change that. The only person that can change that is right here. If you honestly put anyone on a pedestal, then you're already going to have an experience. You're going to have some difficult experiences against opponents. If you put anyone on a pedestal, then you might as well just hang it up, because you're not going to be able to beat them. You have to take the bull by the horns, find their faults. They are human like anyone else. And that's all you have to do, is raise yourself up. A certain comfort zone soar toward playing correctly, grabbing space, an equal amount of space, having equal chances to win, not letting yourself fall behind in any manner, way, shape, or form by gambiting a pawn unsoundly, like in the Stafford Gambit, but simply playing good shots. There's so many people out there who are studying openings instead of learning how to win the game. In other words, if you are studying the London or any opening variation, how much will that really reward you toward winning a game versus learning specific strategic methods, maneuvers, plays, or honing your endgame skills toward pocketing further points and thereby gaining rating points. I cannot recommend Chess Informant publications highly enough. Despite the nature of the modern era with computing and ChessBase, you can actually receive a digital copy along with your subscription to Chess Informant and receive the benefit of all worlds. And of course, if you invest in other Chess Informant products, such as the 1000 Best of the Best, you'll be able to pick apart the annotations of the 1960s and improve your chess in that manner. I couldn't just play what I wanted to play in a position. I had to play what the position dictated. In other words, if a plan was organic to the position, it succeeded. But if I try to force my will, let's just say like the 4-move checkmate, then it cannot possibly succeed against the death of Tigran Petrosian. And on that particular Sunday, a young man walked into my establishment and told me that the world champion was dead. It was a Sunday morning. The Sunday morning Herald had the article in it, which he showed me, and I was so shocked. And I asked him, how are you so interested in chess? And he said that his father was the champion of the Berkeley, UC, California chess club. And that morning, I began playing him for 25 sets a game. And if he won, he would get the whole roll of quarters, which would be $10. And after about 3 games, I decided I had had enough, and this could not last. And I said, why don't I just teach you how to play the game? At the end of the week, he came back and he said, either my father is not telling the truth, or Berkeley had a really terrible chess. Aim higher. Set your standards higher. Be better. I mean, you're aiming at
my friend stopped being a gamer and playing chess and doing Earl stuff.
I already did this comment, or I already made this comment earlier.
Report chess for getting my friend thinking he is special.
Are intermediate. So if you aim higher, aim at becoming a better player. Basically, Gotham Chess is an advanced intermediate player. He is hoping to become a grandmaster for a reason, because then he will be a real player. I would only hope to do the same thing myself, as my rating is even lower and weaker. I'm not as good as Gotham Chess yet. I am a hop, skip, and a jump above beginner. Our goal is that everyone should have an opportunity to become a better. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. Uh-oh. We haven't played a Caro-Kann in a long time. Let us get that in. Really? What do I wish to do with this guy? Fine. Let's do it. Living on 20 seconds. What else is new? Let's keep it up. Trying to keep it up as fast as we can. Go ahead, see what you can do to me. Interesting. I admit it. Not exactly where I wanted it to be. Whoa. I did not expect that. Did not expect that at all. What will my opponent be up to? Oh no, your friend stopped being a gamer and started playing chess and doing IRL stuff. What is going on with the Voxbot? Why is that not working? Are you not a subscriber on YouTube? Is that the story? What is going on? Oh.
I am
You are
not bot.
Interesting. Known bots. I see. Let's see what we can do.
I am human,
Whoa.
by the way.
I don't know what I was thinking there. I forgot my queen was not on the square that I thought it was on. Obviously. Obviously. Mm-hmm.
I think you lost.
There is a very dangerous situation going on here. Especially with this discovery. Yes, yes. And do I have anything to go by here? No, huh? Zip, zap, soup. Oh no, he was attacking my queen too. Nicely done, sir. I never said that you were human. I mean, I never said that you weren't human. Why would you take it that way? Sussurreal. Report chess for getting my friend thinking that he is special. Interesting. So are you a known bot? Is that the problem? You have a name that is Let's just try this again. I'm just going to check out our TTS moderation. Playback settings. Welcome to the channel, Sasaru. Are you in the tournament right now? Did I just play you? Were you just saying hello? We need someone else to speak to make sure that it's really working. Who else do we have here? I don't count, obviously. That much is true. Husky Nation, thank you for the subscription on YouTube. Layout editor. I'm going to switch to that one for a moment. Checking to make sure that my layout is okay. I don't need to see the vertical canvas. I'm not using the vertical canvas anytime soon. We are amending and adjusting the best we can. Commands, voice library. Gonna try to take that one. Commands are good. How about this one? Can I test a voice library? How about that? That's what I would like to do. It's possible that Voxbot is not in this.
This is a sample of the custom voice.
That's a terrible Robin Williams. No more fooling around here. All right, maybe I will be fooling around. Maybe. Thought I had a free and clear morning today, but I actually have. Oh no. What's going on here, sir? Amino 1999. I am still looking for a way to embarrass my opponent appropriately. Now, do I have to go in that direction? Do I need to worry about this? What, me worry? All right, fine. We got to keep threatening. He does have a check. Let's refresh our voice bot. Sassari. How are you, by the way? This does not bode well for my opponent. He's not making it to move 10, it seems. He may make it to move 10, but it will not be easy. So the message history TTS all. The funny part is your messages. Oh, there you are.
I think you lost.
So it should have worked.
I am human, by the way.
As much as I get to keep developing pieces, I was still determined that my opponent will not have any easy answers by move 10. So we'll see what happens. Uh-huh. So really, I didn't choose this square, and that's why I'm in trouble. Okay, you might have made it a little easier. Just a little easier. Will he see the threat? He seemed to have seen the threat. We just have to keep developing. And we got our pawn made in. That was not easy. Somehow we arranged it. So Mary Bain was U.S. Women's Champion. Take a quick peek. I've forgotten the years. She was one of the early U.S. Women's Champions. Born in Hungary, she moved to the United States, as almost everyone did. The United States is built on immigration. Without immigration, none of us would be here. She was a world championship contender, challenger in 1937 and 1952, and the first American woman to represent the U.S. in an organized chess competition internationally, I imagine. That's what they meant. So she won the U.S. Women's Championship in 1951.
Just passing by to say hi. Got my first sea trip of the summer going today.
I did know Mona May Karf personally. I don't know if I ever met Adele Rivero, but I did also interact and talk to Gisela Gresser when I was the president of the Marshall Chess Club. So it's possible that I met Adele Rivero, but unlikely if she was in Vermont at the time of her death, because I came to New York in around 1988, December of 1988. Mona May Karf, however, has set up a fund, which is a nice, tidy trust fund, which is supplanting the prize fund of the Marshall Chess Club Championship. She had a relationship with Edward Lasker, not to be confused with Emanuel Lasker, and it is called the Lasker Memorial Trust. And basically, she left this trust in his name so that he would not be forgotten. But in a way, I feel that she should not be forgotten. Her relationship with Edward Lasker is not here. Could be a job for Eddie. Oh, there it is. Long-time relationship with Edward Lasker. 5-time U.S. Open champion was not a secret. Moname Karf was a stock investor who was worth a small fortune. She spoke 8 languages fluently, and she is the one who set up the trust to benefit the Marshall Chess Club Championship. One of those little known things that we should all be thankful for. Wait a minute. Dark Blade, you're not getting the TTS either. What's up with that? All right, moment of truth, everybody. Blitz Chess Live. Properties. There's something wrong with this picture, everyone. It should have sounded like this. In fact, I don't see it on the recent messages for the message history. I'm going to close Voxbot and reopen Voxbot, and I'm going to cross my fingers. Open dashboard.
Didn't want to interrupt the history lesson.
I wonder if you could try a Voxbot voice. I still don't seem to be able to type into my Streamlabs, which is very annoying. So URL, refresh the cache of the current page. Oh, try that. I'm playing you.
Sir, playing me.
Oh, no. I was playing you, possibly. Ah, let's share. Thank you so much. It's God Human. See, I should be getting the TTS. I did a major upgrade yesterday to 2K streaming from 728p, 780p. And
Sir, playing me.
Sir, you're playing me should have come out that way.
Hi all, little cough now smile.
So I'm still working on it. We've got a very old system here. I still don't see on the message history, I do not see Dark Blades. Oh, there it is.
Didn't want to interrupt the history lesson. Just
really?
Passing by to say hi. Got my first sea trip of the summer going today.
Very nice, very nice. Where are you going? Anywhere in particular? Should I? Perhaps I should have played knight to b4, knight to d5. But we will have to make it work. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. 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 So what are we threatening? Are we threatening anything at all? Let's just make sure that we are not. "99 Luft balloons." Hmm. He has a dark squared bishop, and we do not. But we do have both bishops. I mean, he has a bad dark squared bishop, and we do not. Ron, good morning on YouTube. What is going on with the TTS? Oh, you know what I need to do? Hold on, I'm going to find it. The kickbot. Is it really related to and tied into the kickbot? Mm-hmm. I don't have my touch screen going. We may have to switch this over to the touch screen. I realize now why I like the centerpiece versus the other piece. Uh-oh.
Don't flag now. Change color, John? It was white before but no moves.
Oh no. I am mated. The new layout is not working well for me. The new layout is not working that well for me. I really need to fix the Voxbot. While I'm on page 2, I need to fix the Voxbot. Voxbot voices. The kick dashboard. How am I using this kick dashboard improperly? Mm-hmm. Connect to streaming platform. Yada, yada, yada. So there must be something going on with the desktop audio, perhaps. Let's try some music. Looks like the music is coming across. Playback settings. Add a browser source. Control audio via Streamlabs. That button. I reinstalled Streamlabs. That was way too loud. Audio. Stream. All right, let's just go to the in 14. Disable shutdown source when not visible. Close and open the audio mixer settings. Set audio monitoring. Monitor and output. Aha. There we go. Now we've got it. Apparently, monitor and output are now set. Close and open the audio mixer settings. Got it. Alert box. Looking for anything else. All right, I was supposed to do a test stream last night. I did not get around to it. I ended up watching the latest episode of Silo on Apple TV. Terrible. Once you start watching something like that, you can't stop. It's no good. All right. Now we just need... It was white, but no moves. What happened now? I didn't flag Darkblade. At least I didn't flag. Right? Voxbot. Can I log into something I don't know what I am doing?
Right.
Let's try YouTube. What? Ah. Thank you, Darkblade. We've got it back. I was actually looking to try to So change color. It was white before, but no moves. What is going on here? What are we talking about, Ron? Wait. What happened to our Streamlabs chat box also looks different, right? What is going on with our Streamlabs chat box? Oh, I know what happened. I do know what happened. I was experimenting with installing alerts and widgets. So therefore, I do need to change the width and whatnot, or something. Let's see if we test the widgets for the subs and the bits. Okay, so this is going to work. I don't know if this is working like that, but let's try it.
Thank you for following Gookum123456.
Namaste. Well, that alert box setting didn't change anything, did it? I was actually hoping that that follow is going to be matching the theme. I cannot even remember the theme. I think it was the Spiderman theme. A Spiderman theme that I was looking for here, that I tried installing. So if I go to the spider theme, I may be able to copy in the rest of the alert box settings. So Ron, you were talking about it changing color. What were we talking about it changing color? Don't tell me I missed the second game. I forgot to rejoin the tournament. The next thing, Darkblade and Ron, what are the most important things to include in a book review for chess players? This is what I was thinking about. Basically, I do the normal thing, you know, we tell you if there's an opening index, a player index, things like that are very normal, right? But in general, what are the most important things to include when doing an opening, a book review for chess players? Level. Right? Intended level. Indexes, right? Opening.
I wouldn't know, never held a chess book in my life.
No way. That's incredible. Can I recommend one for you? What do we think here? That is hard to believe, though, that you've never held a chess book in your life. Not one, eh?
Of course you can. You know my level as well, so I'll take your word for it.
It is amazing to me how strong players can get on an understanding of how the pieces move without necessarily any of the backdrop and the back history. I do have a student now, a streamer that I am helping, that arrays definitely started around 500 level, and now working with them, we are going to see how far they go. Crossing my fingers. Once we start positional play tomorrow, basically the other thing that happens, Darkblade, when you're watching videos, you've watched videos, right? So you've gone over games. Ron got a Dutch in against the Colle system. I would have probably been tempted to try to play for this activation with the bishop. Whoops, if I could even draw lines. I need a game mode. That's what I need. I need a game mode display. So this is our generic server display, or general display showing the tournament.
Yes, I've watched all sorts of free educational chess content around.
So this idea here, let's just take it from the classical education perspective. My grandson, right? Before he could learn how to read, he picked up vocabulary and sentence structure from interactions with others. And then he furthered his vocabulary by being read to. So stories every evening, and the YouTube videos and all of that information being conveyed to you by someone else very deliberately and instructively is not unlike being read to as a very, very young person. And that happens in all cases, right? And then, of course, we share in the reading at some point. We have to make our own moves, make our own decisions. We have to contribute, and then we are corrected on our grammar because we try to form sentences in writing projects and things like that. And we are corrected on our grammar, English, and spelling, and word choices, and all of that by an instructor along the way. But it is possible to pick up a language and learn it without an instructor by studying from books and conversational materials. So a conversational language book, if I wanted to learn how to do, let's say if I wanted to learn how to speak Greek, right, Darkblade, then I would have a conversational, and this is where Duolingo comes in. It expedites it through the use of apps, which is really where everything is headed. You no longer use books as much, but you do need to practice your handwriting at some point. The writing of the words helps infuse it. So interestingly enough, I thought about reversing my camera, because when it's over here, I just want you to realize that I'm looking away from the board, right? So either I switch the layout, which is a pain in the tuchus, a royal pain in the tuchus. Either I switch the layout so that I'm looking at the board on this side of the screen, or I change my monitors around because I love my touchscreen monitor so much. So this way I am looking at the board while I'm playing. And it appears to everyone that I'm looking at the board while I'm playing. All right, we're back in the mix. In round 6, we're back in the mix. We are sharing the center. We're not at all concerned about any opening tricks or traps. All right.
Douglas got to 2,350 FIDE rating only doing puzzles at age 11. His calculation skill was that of a 2,600 rating because of the puzzles. After that he got in a training camp. His positional and opening was still lacking. Now he is 2,700 plus at 15-year-old. That is why I am only doing puzzles until I am 2,300 FIDE. I always had a thing for creating my own understanding rather than fitting into existing formulas, even at sciences.
Called Caro-Kann. Hold on, I apologize. I'm trying to untime out you. Where is this? You were timed out by Streamlabs. Time out by Streamlabs. I can't seem to find this CloudBot to undo it.
I fixed him.
Thank you. Thank you, Darklight, and thank you for banning the other fellow the other day. All right, long messages. CloudBot, where are you, CloudBot? I need to change that CloudBot setting. You fixed him. That sounds very different. All right, let's not forget that we're playing a game. Can I do this? I don't think so. This seems craziness. This seems crazy. I'm just going to lose a pizza here, right? I need to really learn how to play this opening. I really do.
I meant I took care of it. Haha.
Indeed you did. Can I just take it that way?
Hi Master Chess Dojo.
Good morning, Paul. How are you, sir? Good morning. The bishop check was totally useless. I don't know why I played that. He's gaining the time right back. Am I getting into trouble? That's what it looks like to me. What can I...
Yesterday I played a game with 95% accuracy and a 12-cent pawn loss, but only got a draw because my opponent also played accurately.
Well, that sounds very optimistic, Paul. I'm very happy for you, actually. Do I really need to defend? I don't think this works, but we'll try our best now.
I was down a pawn in the endgame, but it was opposite color bishops and I had a fortress.
Dripping lies.
Oop, looks like I got to go. Till next time, Sensei.
Now I'm just losing. Wow.
TTS is loud and has an echo today.
Oh, it has an echo? Oh, monitor and output. You're absolutely correct. I do not want to lose on time, but I don't know where my board went. It went behind here. I only have 3 seconds. Chances are I'm going to lose this one on time.
Your queen is not happy being fianchettoed.
Thank you for that. This is going to have to do. Gained a little bit of time on that one. Oops. Yeah, I just couldn't move fast enough. Probably I should have traded queens. That would have made life easier for me. I actually have quite a terrible mouse. So have I lost every game today? I accidentally won one. With a pawn mate, at least. At the very least, we won with a pawn mate. All right, Paul. Things to look for in a book review. Intended level. Instruction. Type of instruction. How about that? Like, so the types of instruction are variation, heavy. What do you think?
Don't feel bad. I lost 6 games in a row in an arena on Wednesday.
I never feel bad. Metaphors. General ideas. Rules. And highlights. What do you look for in a book review? That is the question. What makes you buy a book?
I think you need to do a lot of puzzles though, like 3 hours of puzzles per day for 10 years before you can reach 2300 FIDE. Erdogmus did it in 5 years, but he was young, from age 6 until age 11.
That's true. He built up his pattern recognition and his micro movements. I like to think of them as micro movements of pieces. So when I went through the Chess Informant Encyclopedia of Combinations in 1980, it helped spring me, the 1980 edition. I did not go through it in 1980. The 1980 edition was the first edition. Until the second edition came out, there was only that edition. The next edition concentrated on tactics by pieces, which I do plan on working on next. Maybe, just maybe, we'll try to do them on stream. The book is long out of print. I don't necessarily know that it's a copyright issue if I were to do it on stream. There's no way that I could do the entirety of the book on stream, but we could try to do a considerable amount of it. I want to thank everyone for the subs on YouTube.
The other day I listened to the interview with Bruce Pandolfini on Perpetual Chess. Do you know him?
I've known him pretty much my whole New York life. I met him early on. He was giving a lesson at the Marshall Chess Club, perhaps only a couple of months after I arrived here. He's a great guy. We have a great picture with ourselves on, I don't know if I really use it on Facebook anymore. I should find out if it's still on my Facebook page. He's not really, I've understood that he is, you know, as he's much older, like all of us, struggling with health things and things like that. So he's not as mobile as he used to be. Where is that picture? I've got John Fedorowicz, Mark Arnold, Joel Benjamin, Bruce Pandolfini, possibly Grandmaster Mike Rode, and myself in this pic. Oh my God, there's a really early picture by looking at my Facebook photos. Oh my God, that's terrible. I don't do anything with Facebook, so therefore, it is what it is.
I have his book, Chess Openings, Traps and Zaps.
Is that one primarily E4 openings? What do we think? And I think the second edition, More Traps and Zaps, is also E4 openings. So the book that you need to get is Chess Traps, Pitfalls, and Swindles by Bill Lombardi, also a good friend. Oh, he's no longer with us, unfortunately. But he does both E4 and D4. Wow, I have so many good pictures on Facebook. I have no idea where these came from. Who is that? I have pictures with students, and I have no idea who some of them are. This is in Lubbock, Texas, at the girls as well.
Bill Lombardi, as in Fisher's second?
Yes, Bill Lombardi, yeah. I'll see if I can find the most recent picture. I'll put it. Are you in the Discord? Oh, I found the picture that I was looking for. Copy image link. Maybe that'll do it. So this is me with Bruce Pandolfini, Mark Arnold, John Furwitz, and Joel Benjamin on the left. I don't know.
I'm not in Discord, sorry.
How do I get this to you? I don't know if it's going to work. Copy. Where is my kick? I do have kick open for reals. Ah. All right, I'll post that one there. God, that link looks terrible. Doesn't that link look terrible? Let's see if you can open that link. I don't know if you can open that link. That is to the Facebook photo of the 3 of the 4 Grandmasters, including Bruce Pandolfini. That was where our conversation started. And then the picture with Bill Lombardi. Not too long before we lost him for good, unfortunately. But I'm not going to send the next picture until you tell me that you can win. You can open that link. Without a Facebook account, that is. Namaste, Ron. Uh-oh, and our other tournament has started. Ron has really kicked some butt there. Copy recent. Let's do the team update. And I have to do more tournaments after today. Rapid Swiss. We need to do that as well. Copy link. And at the moment, I'm the
Mouse
only one
Slipway
in.
Budapest, go.
So SS.
If you never did chess and have to sit for a year in an isolation cell, got to take a chess book to prison, what chess book would you take with you?
I would take the greatest chess games of all time, the world's greatest chess games. If I had to pick one in a hurry, and I didn't, you know, have a lot of time to choose, like if I was running out of my house while it's burning, right? So community, teams, rapid and classical. Once someone joins, it'll be... All right, Viking and I. Even Viking will beat me today. So the last birthday that I saw that we had was Tom Gorman, December 13th. We still have a question mark behind Liam Putnam. Fortunately, Voxbot also keeps a message history, so I was able to see that I could Can I play f4 against him? Or do I play knight h3? We're seeing if we lose any time on the pre-move. And somewhere in here I didn't realize that I was going to test if I lose any time on the pre-move. But it does not look like I lose any time on the pre-move.
Viking should have automatically played d5 when you gave him the center.
Indeed, he should have. All right, now my original intention was to take in this manner, and I think I still am going to do that. I'm very interested in keeping that piece a spectator. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a hole in the position. What in the world? Did not expect that at all there. He kept me from getting to the hole in there.
Velcro calls this a bathtub porn formation.
Oh, I miss her. Aww. That is a blast from the past. I do miss her. How is she doing? I can only wonder. Oh no, that was a double attack, I'm afraid. You had to save the more valuable piece. I'm afraid you had to.
I liked her streams when she was doing puzzles with chat.
Indeed.
She has the same birthday as me, too.
Very, very cool. Can I play what I think I can do if I want? I was having a little bit of difficulty trying to decide what I was wishing to do on rook to c1. I was probably going to have to play
Do you get a Rosen trophy for winning with more time than you started with?
You know, there should be one for that. There should be one for that. Hopefully that was enough time for more people to join. Looks like I'm getting Ron Haye just now. And I get black. I wonder if Ron arranged this. So this is 428 to 553.
Nice,
We'll be
mate.
at 1,000 games pretty soon. We're at 81, I believe. 981 games. I do have to look to see. So, indexes on the opening. Do they use the ECO code?
I have had black in my last 4 tournament games. I expect to get black when I play in less than 2 weeks.
Oh, I was going to fix the monitoring situation. Let's see if I can turn off the echo from the Voxbot voices. How about this? One more time. Paul, are you able to open that link?
Sir, playing me.
Did everybody hear that one? I redid Sir, You're Playing Me. Pegasus. The game of chess. Wait. Ron, where are you, buddy? "13 viewers total, 8 on Twitch. Not bad. Lovely to see everyone. Thank you all for being here.
I heard that.
You heard, sir, you're playing me and Paul. Okay, good. Now that did you hear you sing? I heard that. And was there an echo? I am FIDE trainer and National Master John MacArthur, former president of the Marshall Chess
Based
Club.
in NYC, former president of the Marshall Chess Club, FIDE trainer John MacArthur, USA National Master since 1989, has trained one Grandmaster, Quickie, among dozens of national champions and other titled players. He is rumored to be 39 and accidentally began teaching chess in August of 1984, 2 days after the death of the 9th world champion Tigran Petrosian.
Wait a minute.
Ron Haye is trolling you, giving time odds.
Oh,
Or maybe he needed a
Streamlabs.
bathroom break at a bad time.
So it only read it once, and it was Streamlabs that read it.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
When you've got to go, you've got to go. Oh, he made a move. Good. I don't know if he was hoping to play a Blitz game. But I'm going to make the same mistake that Sammy Reshevsky made. Sammy Reshevsky made this mistake. In Seuss 1967, Bobby Fischer, Apollo, good morning. Bobby Fischer made the mistake of I want to keep my bishop pair. We have an interesting mix of confusion. I think the last time Ron slimed me for a draw when I was totally winning because I thought erroneously that you needed your rook behind the passed pawn. Right? Wouldn't you think that? When you've got to go, you've got to go. This is an interesting continuation with e5 after knight c3 instead of before knight c3. Just a small threat, ladies and gentlemen. Just a small threat. Can I go this way?
I just saw that you played 981 times with your current opponent.
Indeed, I have. Interesting. Is this really going to amount to anything? It could. I am not too pleased with it. That much is true.
You should have a celebration for your 1000th game with Ron Haye.
I'm crossing my fingers that we have something that we can do. Can I do it that way? Oh no, Ron. This doesn't work because he has bishop takes. Ron, why were you so nice to me? There must be something going on in the house. I do have to check out what's going on with this opening. I've never seen e5 except by Ron. So Ron has played it against me. And apparently we do not have
Good
an
luck in
opening
the
index.
next round, D.
Thank you, Apollo. Now, bishop d3 is the only move that I've really ever faced, but I take that back. It looks like I have faced bishop to d2, bishop to g5. Let's blow this up a little bit so everybody can see these stats. Bishop d3 the majority of the time. Bishop g5, interesting. e5, I finally, no, this has to be wrong. I think I drew the last time against Ron unless he beat me. Did I win today's game? Oh, I played bishop takes c3 first, which gives away the bishop pair. This is a much better move, right? Much better move. Bishop takes c3 or b takes c3. It doesn't matter. You should play g3 and f4. I should still play d5. Interesting. And after e takes d6. Ah, gaining time and just threatening to threaten. So many threats. Bishop e5, bishop to b4. And rook d2 needs to be played? Oh my god. F takes g6 is actually better. So it likes rook to b2 straight away for me. I understand that now. Rook to d8 for mate. Wow, I'd be finding mate no matter what. In every variation. Alright, one more time from the opening phase of the game. We played every line as black and as white. Do I have a win against this yet? Still no wins against this. Today's game is not registering. For a while, it was registering pretty well, though.
You have only 1 minute in the clock.
Thank you for that.
You will lose from time to time.
Everybody loses sometimes. I believe it's a song. Everybody loses sometimes. Everybody loses to somebody sometime. Makes no difference how or who you are. Something in your eyes just tells me.
YouTube to watch your stream. Kick was having problems.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That is annoying. So here we go. Got lucky again. I did. Apollo. I got lucky, sir. You were playing very, very well, Mon. Someone should tell me that my my screen is off. I apologize. So now, if I return to this one. YouTube is the way to go, it seems like. Pawn promotion exercises here and there. We're going for it, it seems. We're going to zook him if we can. Oh no! We were just waiting for him to make a move that he couldn't recover from. Apparently we have another round. Kick, Twitch, YouTube. We're down to 3 on Twitch.
We are playing together.
Copy image link. Oh, this is you. Good luck, sir. Nerve. I'll put this photo of myself and Bill Lombardi up. So note to self, I need to eliminate the excessive message length. Whoa. He wimped out with D3. That's okay. One of us has to put a pawn in the center, you would know. All right. I admit it. I will take free pawns if you give them to me. I'll even take 2 more if you offer them to me. I'm tempted to take that one indeed. Trying to get there.
I made a mistake.
Well, at least one always helps. A very intriguing endgame has arisen.
The only thing that saves me is the pawn structure.
But is it saving you? Unfortunately, the pawn structure was not so saving.
Good game.
Good game, sir, yes. You played very well. I always like it when a game goes like it's supposed to, like a normal game should.
Why?
I don't know how this chat box looks, but the Spider-Man theme does look pretty cool. Does Blarp have any Amazing Spider-Man? That is a good question. All right, so we have the intended level, the properness of indexes, right? Book review. Book review templates. About the author. Editor. Publisher. Overview. What else do we need to do? What else? I am hoping to do not just Namaste, everyone. I can't believe that I got through this one. I lost 4 games in the previous event. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I know that we are having some difficulties. My original intention was to do some simuls this morning, but there's so much work to do aside from the simuls. I want to catch up on the book reviews for Capablanca and Lasker. The World Championship match, I want to catch up on the book reviews for MD Night Zero if I can. I'm going to do a number of those. And I promised myself I would also tidy up the office just a little bit before the school season starts. How about that? Can I put this lower and speak into it like that? Maybe. Maybe that would do it. Namaste, everyone. Thank you all for being here.
Congrats.
I was very lucky. Looking for the right place to go.
I missed the last game because I was making a cup of tea. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. It was relatively quick. Let's just take a quick peek at it. Apollo did play well. He was white, so I'm going to flip this board again. So I prefer that when you are an aspiring player that you play assertively, purposefully, and beautifully. And what I mean by beautifully, I'm borrowing this from another fellow, the chessable author whose name, a grandmaster whose name is slipping me at the moment. But basically, if you play beautiful moves, it will create beautiful games. It will spur your enthusiasm for the game. And D3, unfortunately, is one of those checkers type moves where you're just connecting the dots. And at a young player's level, you should always be trying to do a lot more than just connect the dots. You should be striving for creativity. You should be striving to learn something, to truly test the values of the pieces. As a result, what is the purpose of this move, D3? The main purpose of this move for young players is to point out that bishop to G5 is the primary purpose of this D3 move, to develop the bishop. It's certainly not threatening the E5 pawn, so bishop E7 makes sense. Getting castled makes sense, and C3 also makes sense. So now I am going to play purposefully. Now that my king is out of the center, I'm going to challenge the center with D5, and honestly, this is the easiest way to equalize. The easiest way to equalize is to be the first one.
D3 protects C4 and opens the diagonal for the bishop.
True, but we want more ideas behind our moves, not just simple ones. More ideas that will challenge both ourselves and our opponent as better players. So D5 is an instant equalizer in many of the E4 and E5 openings. Meanwhile, capture, I go after the bishop. This indirectly protects the pawn on E5 because I'm threatening knight takes bishop. The queen will be unprotected after knight takes E5, knight takes E5, rook takes E5. There is nothing guarding the queen, so this would be very tragic to allow knight takes bishop. So he takes care, and now we have a problem here. And I routinely play bishop to G4 in this position. Only this game did I wonder if I could actually play the move. Bishop to F5. It does not appear on the radar of suggestions, unfortunately. It does not appear on the radar of suggestions, but we are streaming today in 2K. Not 4K, but 2K. We've upgraded our thing, and it caused me serious consternation last night, much of the late evening yesterday. And then I walked in this morning and I didn't have Voxbot enabled. Gah. So in any event, H3 and bishop H5 are standard. Knight on B to D2 could be played here. It claims that knight on B to D2 can be played here. More than likely because there is a discovery on my bishop. Perhaps. Let's take a look at this. After knight on B to D2, if I play queen takes D3, knight takes E5 is in the works. It is not possible to guard this bishop, take that queen, and save my queen at the same time. So this would be an exchange of queens. Very sneaky trap. Unfortunately, it's just equal, with me having slightly better. I'm going to say, even though it says 00 over there, honestly, I think black's piece coordination is a little better. Basically, black is getting his pieces out to better and easier and swifter squares than white. You do have to be concerned about a knight dropping in here and going after the weakness on b7. So that is why I guess the computer engine believes that knight a4 is one of the best moves. Personally, I'm just going to activate my rooks and put them on the open file. Now it wants me to put rook on f to d8. Is there something wrong with rook on a to d8? Then the b7 pawn does become a weakness. Knight on d, and I have to go back. Fascinating. So the wrong rook theory there. Apollo, are you still here? I'm doing this for you, buddy. Not necessarily for me. It was nice to do it for me, but I'm obviously doing it for you. And I'm hoping that you will suggest my channel to others in your club to look at it. They can be bored to tears. I'm a very matter-of-fact chess instructor. I will include some humor when necessary, but on the whole, I really want everyone, each and every one of you, to become better, more skilled. I don't really worry about whether or not it's always going to be entertaining. If you want always entertaining, definitely watch weaker streamers, because they are going to be making a lot more mistakes, and they are going to tell you things that are not necessarily true, and you're going to have to feel it out. Yeah, the discovery. So you played bishop e3 first, and I did not save it. After knight on b to d2, you still have the move knight takes e5. Wow. I did consider this move. I didn't really register it as a threat. I think I was looking at something along the lines of queen takes e3. But that doesn't do anything. I didn't really look more than one move deep here. You played the immediate caveman chess-esque move, and I went back to the same awkward square. This move may or may not still work, because there is a discovery on the bishop. By the way, you can still play knight takes e5 in this position if you'd like. I believe. Bishop takes d1, knight takes d7. Oh no, there's a free bishop on c2. Never mind. I thought we might be getting rid of this knight, and this should be hanging as well. But it's not. It's reasonable. This is the game for Paul. Knight takes e5, rook takes e5, rook on a to d8 straight away. More than likely the best move. I chose bishop f6, rook e1 would have been better to free up the queen and the knight, because the queen is not guarded. He didn't really see that I was coming in. And after queen c2, queen d3, he had to exchange queens, right? Exchange queens and then play king to g2. He did not really see that it was a triple fork. He did not see that it was a triple fork when he played knight e4. So after this, his king side is devastated. And the end game is, I can play rook on d to e8 right away. Is there anywhere for this queen to go? Rook on d to e8, and then rook e3 is the next move. How about that? Rook on d to e8, rook to e3 is the best move. How funny is that? What did I play instead? I played c6 as though I needed to guard that pawn, because this is really fatal. There's no threat to the pawn on. King to g7 was the only other move I really considered other than rook on d to e8. And now rook on d to e8 is a little bit of a mistake, because I can just keep the pressure on the opponent's king with king to g7 and rook to h8. So this is a mistake because they have, and I did prepare, by the way, I don't know if anyone saw me pre-move, f takes g6 because they have queen takes g6 check as a desperado before taking the queen, and then I'm not down, I'm not up any pawns. I just threw away my entire advantage. Fortunately, my opponent saw a capture, played the capture, and now everything is falling apart on his side of the board as he defends. You cannot defend when you're in positions like these. This threw away a lot of my advantage, eh? Interesting. Everything is better than what I did. In any event, I threw away all of my advantage here. Rook to d1. I trade. This to me is a decisive win. There's no reason why this is plus only -2. This is just one pawn up. I am going to try to improve my king. It looks like this game should be equal. I blundered. My opponent blundered in return. I was wrong. And the pawn is too far away, so all I have to do is really go for it, because it takes him forever to get to this square, get out of the way, and push that pawn. Meanwhile, my pawn on the 5th rank is going in 4 moves, and I am out of the way in 3. What? I thought this was a mistake. From -62, it can't erase it. Now it's even better. This should not be a question mark move. That one definitely is a question mark move. He should be playing king to g7. Or king to g8. So for example, if he were on king to g7 right now, I could deliver a check, but if I try to take this, it looks like stalemate. But he has to get rid of these 2 pawns first, so it doesn't really matter. There's the famous bishop's pawn game where the king hides here and the queen cannot take on f7 because it is stalemate. All in all, everyone, thank you for being here. I was going to check in with what lead chess streamers do we have? There's someone I've never seen before. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. Twitch, I know, isn't doing that well, but I'm just going to check in with him.
Bye.
I believe it's because of my 2K streaming, but Twitch was the one who pointed out that I could be 2K streaming. Isn't that interesting? Maybe there's something I need to do on the Twitch and the kick end to receive such high resolution. Right? Maybe. Let's see how the ending stream is going. I also want to check, everyone, if the Voxbot is working now. So thank you. Somebody wrote a book. That was Michael Steen. Wrote Simple Chess and Simple Chess Tactics, which is incredible. Michael Steen wrote the book Simple Chess. And Alex Kolovich, Grandmaster Alex Kolovich wrote the books a simple opening repertoire for white with one E4 and a simple opening repertoire for white with one D4. I do not believe in those books at all, unfortunately. I do not believe that you should be studying openings or having anyone tell you what to do, because it stifles your creativity and it limits you to playing within a box. And that box should be avoided. All right? Have a great day, everybody. Thank you. And cheers and ciao.
I am better at spotting tactics in 30+0 than in 10+0.